Hi guys, it's Tammy. I'm back for the next part of Zoom with Jesus talking through Mandy. I wanted to mention that I am with Mandy and G at Seek Heavenly Things in Gilmero del Parra 303. I confess that Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior, who is God that came in the flesh as a man. He bled and died on the cross and rose on the third day, and I am one of the 12. This here is a repost from December the 9th, 2025. God's physical calendar was 4/4, and God's spiritual calendar was 9/4, and his true Gregorian calendar was 6/26. All right, and this was posted on June 17th, 2025, part 6, and this is Mandy speaking. She says, this is a new message proving Jesus speaks to me live for all the plagiarism remarks, LOL. But all this now fits long. Everything he has been speaking with the 18 parts. So there will be parts, but I will go back to part 19 when it is finished. Love you all. Even what I commented today in the chat on the Just Live today, that the number 345, it was prophesied in this message. Jesus is speaking and he is coming to wake up his kids. She goes on to say, we are all on Zoom and I was finishing up a message about AI. Jesus started to speak to me all live on the spot, and that was April 7th, 2025 at 4:30. And the Zoom length was 57 minutes and 46 seconds. And this is Jesus talking here, and it goes on to say part 6, Jesus talking. I use those duplicates to put in those people for the time coming, where they are going to wake up my people like a Trojan horse, and that's 35 minutes and 15 seconds. They're already in there. They already know how the elite works and the devil. Now there's certain elites that are too high up, the ones that have the mark. Those are the ones that I am referring to, the ones that have not changed from the very beginning, and then they became evil later based on the frequencies that were put in them by the false grid. The false 5 grid that they are trying to turn into a 6G grid. Let me start that over. The false 5G grid that they are trying to turn into a 6G, all of that is because it is going to lead into the triple strand, the triple helix, the mark changing the DNA. It's going to combine the beginning and the end, 35 minutes, 50 seconds. So the people that do not have the correct frequencies, they can change if they do not have the mark, 35 minutes, 57 seconds. The mark is what stops them from getting the correct frequencies, because the creation was mocked when they fell. 36 minutes, 5 seconds. And this is why there's a reptilian bloodline. This is why there is no point in trying to wake up those people, because I know those are not the people that I am trying to wake up, because they can't be woken up, because the DNA cannot be altered except for through the fire of purification. 36 minutes, 25 seconds. And this is why I still cry out for my people, because I know a lot of them will be saved, because the devil does not know my plans. He does not know how I'm going to be going through all the worlds with my people, my chosen people from the very beginning, in changing my children's hearts, the ones where evil has infiltrated their hearts. You see, I am replacing the heart of stone and giving them my heart of flesh. I am given my heart of flesh and then activating the true light around. When you have the activation of light, darkness can't get in. It is like the barrier of heaven inside you. You no longer are looking up and down. You are looking straight up, just like I teach Jonathan Kleck, a true prophet, because he doesn't have all the pieces, but he has the main piece of the Father and the Son, of looking up to the true heavens, because he knows how it started and where it all began, and how we have to get back to with the correct frequencies, with the correct direction of looking up. So when the constellation is turned upside down, that means the cross, my original flower petals, every single thing is like being ripped out of the root. 37 minutes, 34 seconds. The tree of life being ripped out of the bottom of the ark. 37 minutes, 38 seconds. The curvature of the ark, like a boat, like Noah, except there's more mystery to the whole Noah thing. The entire world did not get flooded. You see, they have told so many lies, and Cassie is going to be bringing these revelations in here soon. She's going to show you what I have been showing her. Your true Yeshua HaMashiach, who comes in the flesh, bled and died on the cross, and rose on the third day. And I told you how to decipher whether or not it's the Spirit of God speaking versus the Antichrist speaking. I put that verse in there because I need my people to know who I am true. I put that verse in there because I need my people to know when I am truly speaking. And the ones that cannot recognize my voice, their frequencies still need to be unblocked. 38 minutes, 22 seconds. Because the enemy has infiltrated evil inside their hearts and they're letting wrong frequencies in. 38 minutes, 29 seconds. This is opening doors. So if you want to know what happened to McKenna, she opened up a door and she allowed wrong frequencies to get in. Those frequencies started to change the frequencies that I had already unblocked, changing her and making her distort her memory of every single thing that she's been taught. Not only her, but just the same thing. When you are opening up doors that I have not allowed you to open up through me, through the correct way in the spiritual realm, you are allowing negative frequencies, 39 minutes and 1 second, to come over you and change the unblocked frequencies. I've already put in my people, changing them to get them to the truth. This is why their frequency, this is why they're forgetting so many things that they've already been taught, because now their frequencies are being altered once again. 39 minutes, 19 seconds. And that's the whole point of the grid. That's the whole point of 5G turning into 6G, because they know not only does it create the viruses and spread among my people, it distorts their frequencies, because that is the frequencies of healing, of all that. Why? Because it comes from immortality. It comes from heaven, and when you have the perfect frequency of heaven, there is no more sickness. There is nothing where you can change your body and it won't be young and beautiful and vibrant forever. When you have the correct frequencies, and that's what the correct frequencies is, getting your glorious body changing into the correct frequency permanently. 40 minutes and 1 second. So you have the ether, so you have that ether, like, so you can have that ether, that immortality that you had once in the very beginning, before I created the duplicate battle lines for my people to create the world. So you see, their entire plan, their entire grid plan is not only block. Okay, so you see, their entire grid plan is not to only block your frequencies from me. They don't want you to experience the wineskin process. 40 minutes, 23 seconds. The immortality process. They want it all for themselves because they know how powerful ether is, which is why they are so upset, and they're going to be so angry when that, and they are going to be so angry when that firmament finally gets cracked open. 40 minutes, 37 seconds, and they are able to go in and see that there is no ether inside where it was, okay, sorry, let me do that one again. So they are going to be, okay, and they're going, I gotta do that one, and they're able to go in and see that there is no ether inside where it was, because I removed it. I removed it, and this is how they will know what happened. You see, I speak in the future, but I also speak in now, the presence. 40 minutes, 54 seconds. I do that because I'm trying to not only give you my mysteries from heaven, but I'm also alluding to the events and how close we are of everything changing. 41 minutes and 4 seconds, and all the missions starting. 41 minutes and 6 seconds. Now I am going to go ahead and let Cassie give her revelations. 41 minutes, 11 seconds, and Denise will have something to follow after that. I'm going to put in her spirit as well. I love you, children. I just need you to understand how important all these lessons are. And every single thing that I am giving you is my truth, my perfect truth to wake up my children. That's why your emotions, none of that truly matters. It's all about saving my children It's not about what you are currently going through, because the entire bride is suffering right now. Anyone that is ever chosen from the very beginning, they are suffering. Why? Because the enemy knows who they are, just like he knows who you are. 41 minutes and 55 seconds. So I allow it for a time. This is why certain people had to go through illnesses and all that. Why? Because of all the frequencies. 42 minutes and 5 seconds. I allow those frequencies to be unblocked, and when you block your frequencies, it can create illness in your body. Okay. Okay, because of all the frequencies. 42 minutes, 5 seconds. I allow those frequencies to be blocked, and when you block your frequencies, it can create illnesses in your body, which is also what the 5 grid is doing. It's creating those negative frequencies, trying to change your DNA through substance, through the food, through water, through absolutely every single thing. However, when you call on my Son and believe he has finished everything on the cross, because not only is Yeshua speaking right now, the Father is speaking through Yeshua, because we are one in the Spirit. When you believe that he has finished every single thing on the cross, 42 minutes and 50 seconds, this is not your good merits based on your own work, on your own works. This is his finished work. Guys, he completed everything on the cross. He died for your past sins, he died for your present sins, and he died for your future sins. And it does not give you the right to sin, not at all. So once you believe Jesus has completed everything and he changes your heart, you are not going to want to sit there and do this anymore. We all fall short. Nobody is perfect. We all fall short. But he helps us change. He helps change us from inside, so we, a little bit at a time. He does a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit, and over the course of time, you are going to be perfect, just like him. Nobody's perfect, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying that that is the process of it. Love you. The Lord loves you. He's coming, guys. He's coming. He wants all of his children to be saved, and there is a process. There is a process to it. You first go through the salvation, and then you go through the wineskin process of purging out all your impurities, your trauma from the past, all that, and he will help you get rid of it so you're able to go to heaven and have that glorious body. But you can't have it until you purge all this stuff out and you go through the wineskin process. Love you. All right, talk to you later. Stick around for part 7.